Turning now to the rise in gang violence in El Salvador. The president there declaring war on gang members, implementing mass sweeps, leading to thousands of arrests. But some critics are raising concerns over possible human rights violations. Gadi Schwartz joins us now with the very latest. Gadi, you traveled to El Salvador, the most beautiful countries that I've ever been at. What did you learn?
Hey, Jose, so when you get to El Salvador, it becomes very clear the majority of the working class there seems to support Nayib Bukele and all of these arrests. But for those that are asking questions about those arrests, there is a lack of straight answers.
This is the video the president of El Salvador wants people to see, his prison guards manhandling inmates. The populist president, Nayib Bukele, has the country under a 30-day state of emergency, and he's not looking to cover up these images. He's promoting them on his official Twitter account. This is part of Bukele's all-out offensive on gangs in El Salvador. He suspended parts of the Constitution, police making over 11,000 arrests in 19 days in response to gang violence that left 62 dead in a single day. This man tells us he can't wait for police to arrest gang members who extort him every Wednesday.
He says that with that $20 that he has to pay the gang members, he would be able to buy food.
The president is ruling by Twitter.
Critics say Bukele has passed authoritarian laws meant to silence opposition and is ignoring human rights.
These sweeping laws are allowing authorities to do whatever they want. And you do not have a judicial independent system in the country that can act as an effective check on executive power.
U.S. Treasury officials have accused Bukele of secretly negotiating with gang leaders in the past, a claim Bukele denies. And Salvadorans like this woman have been left without answers. She says police came into her home during a sweep and searched her husband.
They actually lifted up his shirt. They checked him for tattoos, and he didn't have any tattoos. ¿Ha tenido problemas con la policía? Has he ever had problems with the police?
No. She says they took him anyway and thinks it's because they live in a poor neighborhood, but they can't afford to live anywhere else.
She says that what she thinks the president's doing right now is an injustice.
President Bukele remains defiant, telling the international community to stay out of El Salvador's affairs.
And Jose, as it stands right now, you can be held for up to 15 days if you're arrested in El Salvador under this emergency declaration without being charged. So the big concern for human rights observers is that due process, among other things. But in response to some of the criticism coming from the United States, the president, Nayib Bukele, fired back saying, I have a journalist friend who wants to go to Guantanamo Bay and see the conditions there. You have your terrorists. We have ours. Stay out of our affairs. Jose?
Gadi Schwartz, thank you very much.